everybody, it's the old bird. I'm Linda. Welcome to Gotta Be Handmade. I'm the YouTube personality behind the Gotta Be Handmade channel. I bring attention to handmade artists through my social media platforms. And today I'm in Washington, D.C. visiting with Katie White. Katie is a fabulous artist who creates ceramic ornaments, Christmas ornaments, as well as Hanukkah ornaments. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Linda.
How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure.
I'm so glad to meet you.
It's been really fun.
Now look, tell me, how long have you been creating your ornaments?
So I've been doing pottery for about 6 years, and I first did my first batch of ornaments probably 3 years ago, but I kind of refreshed them this year, and I've started to do a whole series of new designs. So it's really fresh just this holiday season.
Well, why did you choose ornaments?
You know what? They're easy to make, and I find them a lot more fun to make than baking cookies. It's a similar sort of process. You're baking the clay, so to speak, but I find them just kind of fun, and they're fun to give away.
Oh, wonderful. But now, giving them away is one thing, but you have a new Etsy shop.
I do. So just this fall in November, I started Brown and Blanco ceramics on Etsy. And I started I had sold them at kind of a craft fair in the fall, and then there was such a kind of high demand and interest in them that I thought I would try selling them online.
I'm sure, because they are fabulous. Let's take a look at some of your ornaments. Oh, they are gorgeous. Now this one, tell us about it. I know it's a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, I love the story behind this ornament because I actually picked up my last job. I traveled a lot internationally, and when I was in Istanbul, I was at the kind of bazaar, the market, and I got a wooden stamp. And this pattern here with the holly berries is actually from that stamp that I picked up in my travels. So I hadn't used it yet, and I gave it a try on the clay, and it made a perfect holiday ornament.
Oh my goodness! So you actually stamped the clay?
Yep, I stamped it, and then once it was fired, I was able to kind of hand paint the holly berries and leaves.
Okay. Now this one. This one is a Hanukkah ornament. Is that design in the center also stamped?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of the Star of Bethlehem stamp. That's the style of the star. And we have a stamp in the studio that really adds a nice detail and a little bit of kind of variety to the front of the stars.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, what is the price of this stamp? This ornament.
So all of the ornaments are selling on Etsy for $10 a piece.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Oh my goodness. Now, do you have sets that you sell, or you sell them individually?
I've been selling them individually. I think for next year we'll kind of explore a few sets and see how those do.
Now, this is my favorite. I know this is the capital. And the last time I visited in D.C., they had all of these things around the Capitol, and they were working on it and renovating it. And now I noticed that all of that's removed, and I see the beautiful Capitol again. That is gorgeous. Yeah. I just love it.
Thank you. Yeah, there's actually for a lot of these ornaments, I actually use cookie cutters to cut them out of the clay. So I picked up a special cookie cutter in the shape of the Capitol here in Washington, D.C. I cut it out of the clay, and then I actually use the end of a paintbrush to put the windows in when the clay is still damp. Yeah.
And you know what? I would have thought by them being ceramic ornaments, they would be very heavy, but they're not.
Yeah, no, we actually have some of them on our Christmas tree right now, and they're not weighing down the branches hardly at all.
Oh, they are fabulous. Now let's talk about some of these. Why do you have the mustache?
Well, I just thought the mustaches were pretty fun and kind of whimsical. So my father-in-law has had a mustache, I think, since the 70s. So for his Christmas gift, he's had a gray kind of bottle brush mustache for a long as I've known him. So he'll be getting one of these
Oh,
as
that's
part of his holiday
wonderful.
gift.
That's wonderful. Now tell me, what are you going to do for the future? Are you thinking of new designs or are you going to add to your collection? Tell us a little about what's coming up.
Yeah, so this was really just kind of testing the waters, and I've been really pleased with the results so far. So I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do for next year. I think doing state-based ornaments, so I have one of the District of Columbia here. Those have been really popular and are easy to kind of personalize based on where you live or where your family is from.
Yes.
So I think there will be probably a few more states in the mix.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And there may be a few other shapes as well, but that's probably the first level. There, you have a lot of possibilities. There are a lot of states out there. So.
That's wonderful. And I think it's something that we can give all year long.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have the states, they would make great birthday gifts.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And when you said personalize them, can you place the person's name on them or something?
Yeah, we can do that probably in the future. Either you could stamp it on there with different stamps, or even just write it on the front in kind of a marker, like a Sharpie.
They
I think would also help.
beautiful. And this is the way they arrive?
That is how they arrive. So I package them up. I have a thank you tag with a note from me, and then I also like to include just a blank gift tag, so in case someone is giving this as a gift, they're all ready to go.
Oh, Katie, that is marvelous. Now look, tell us, where can we purchase your ornaments? Give us your Etsy shop link.
Yeah, so you can find my ornaments on Etsy. The address is brown.blancoceramics.etsy.com. And I might just add a little bit about the name of my shop.
Okay, tell us about it.
So the name of my shop really comes from my own personal name. So before I got married, my last name was Brown, and then I met a wonderful guy whose last name was White. So I went from being Katie Brown to now Katie White. So that was sort of my inspiration to take my own kind of amusing story of having two colorful last names and putting that as my shop name.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now give us your shop name one more time.
Yes, it is brownblancoceramics.etsy.com.
Wonderful. Katie, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed meeting you. I think your ornaments are absolutely fabulous. I really do. I wish you much, much success with your new Etsy shop.
Thank you, Linda. It's been great to be here. I really appreciate it.
Everybody, I'm going to put Katie's link to her new Etsy shop right below the video. And you make sure you visit her shop and purchase some of her wonderful ceramic ornaments. Because you know, for the best, it's just gotta be handmade. Bye-bye.